Welcome, Stephanie.
Oh, that's a hard question. I think knowing that you've always got a choice, even if you feel like you don't. And I know we've got objects to talk about later, so I won't ruin it. But I think that you always have a choice to be happy, and you can always choose to give. And I think as humans, we are designed to actually be generous, and there's no point keeping things to yourself. So I think that if I have knowledge in one field, I would love to share it with anyone who's looking to learn. Sometimes people don't know that they're looking to learn, but in terms of freedom, I see it more as, the choices that we have and we can make on an everyday basis. I think it has honestly brought me to where I am today because of it. It's taught me how to work with a team, how to problem solve, not just with myself, but with the team as well, how to communicate with clients, how to communicate with team members, it teaches you so many social skills that you can never learn from a textbook. And I love reading books, so don't get me wrong, I love to read books, but I think you can understand human emotion better. You can understand how to work with people. And I think the most important part, actually, as my team is slowly growing, it's actually understanding the dynamics of a team and how do I say this? So the main thing is, I think that as long as your core values are there, and as a company, all your employees understand why you're doing something and you have that common goal, I believe everyone can work towards helping build that goal. And I think that's far more important than setting, financial targets or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we work with people, and we want to make sure that the people who work within the company are healthy and happy first. And that's how everyone can continue to share the love. So the Love 21 Foundation is a wonderful charity in Hong Kong that is for Down syndrome and autistic kids. It started off with just a couple of people helping out. So I volunteered to do the fitness sessions on the outside, and they had a dance class and a yoga class. And it was very, very small to begin with. But what drew me into helping out with this charity was the fact that it wasn't just helping a charity through putting money in and you don't know where it goes. This one was about promoting health, wellness, and teaching these kids and families how to actually live healthier, how to exercise regularly, how to, drink water instead of soft drinks, how to make better food choices, and understand how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together. Rugby was just one of those things that I could play with them. So I could teach them what I'd learned through sport. And also, I'm very much a kid on the inside, but playing with them and doing, every Saturday I'm with them out in the sunshine. And it's such a wonderful experience to see the transformation, not only in the kids' physical abilities, but also how their parents transform as well. Because I remember the first session I took with them, the kids would turn up, dressed up in sports gear, but their parents were all on the side just watching, kind of as their caregivers. But I guess you always have to remember, and rugby's always taught me, that your team is your family. And so when you have your family members sitting on the sideline, these people have given their lives to caring for their kids, and, they didn't have a choice. But what they do have a choice over is how to live it, with much more fulfillment, with, the tools to be able to live healthier, and also learn how you can also help those around you. So week by week, slowly you could see them changing from jeans into wearing shorts, into wearing, full-blown sports gear. And now it's a whole family event. So every single week we have the kid come with their parents, their sisters, whoever it is that accompanies them. But the whole family gets to have a good time, and they all get to stay healthy as a result of it. Okay, so I have two objects today. Now, one of them is actually a little flower vase, and it has a bit of water inside, but it's got nature, which is the flower with it, and the water on the inside. And it links up with one of my favorite quotes of all time, which I will share later. But the second one is a little clock. And this little clock reminds me that time is finite and we need to make the most out of every single day. So it just constantly reminds me that you should always be doing things that you love. You should, share your passions and live life with no regrets. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle and it becomes the bottle. You put it into a teapot and it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend, from Bruce Lee.
One rugby.
Wayet ka ay.